The radio crackles with the sound of metallic panic, a frequency cutting through the silence of the Fort Lauderdale Command Center as 5 Avenger aircraft evaporate from human logic on that afternoon in 1945. This isn't just a calculation error. It is the birth of the Atlantic's darkest myth, the Bermuda Triangle. There was no explosion, no conventional distress call, only the progressively disoriented voice of Lieutenant Charles Taylor, an experienced instructor who suddenly no longer recognized his own world. He reported that his compasses had gone haywire, that the ocean below had turned into a milky white mass, and that the stars seemed to have shifted positions. What Lieutenant Taylor and the 13 other crew members scattered across the squadron saw through their cockpits wasn't the familiar Florida waters, but a rupture in the continuity of space. They didn't crash into the sea. They stepped through a rift where the horizon and the sky merged into a vacuum that devoured time and matter. As the fuel ran dry, the transmissions became fragments of a visceral nightmare, preserved to this day in official Navy transcripts that defy any rational explanation. Taylor screamed that everything looked strange, while ground control listened, helpless, as reality was revoked by a geographical anomaly that refuses to be mapped. The horror reached its peak when a PBM Mariner rescue flying boat, dispatched with 13 more men on board to locate the squadron, simply ceased to exist on radar minutes after beginning its search. No oil slicks, no debris, no signs of survivors. 27 men and 6 aircraft were erased from existence in a single afternoon, leaving behind only classified naval files that, decades later, remain without a logical conclusion. This event is ground zero for a death zone that defies modern science. The Bermuda Triangle is a graveyard without crosses that has already claimed over 1,000 human lives in the last century. Records indicate the inexplicable disappearance of at least 75 aircraft and more than 100 large ships, in addition to hundreds of small vessels that entered the perimeter and never emitted another radio signal. From giant freighters like the USS Cyclops to modern private jets, the pattern repeats, the total disappearance of physical evidence. The case of Flight 19 remains the most disturbing file, not because it is the only one, but because it is the documented proof that, in certain spots on our planet, the security of what we call reality is merely a fragile illusion. The sea there remains smooth and indifferent, hiding within its magnetic currents the secrets of men who may still be flying in a sky that no longer belongs to our map.